Hey, mutable signs, welcome on into your energy update. I know I'm dragging a little bit behind with the updates, but there was no way I was able to do it this morning because I am just a little bit tired. Okay, the full moon is really doing me in, but that's okay. We move. Okay, so if you have Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, or Sagittarius in your sun, moon, or rising, then this energy reading can resonate for you. So let's take a look, shall we, and see what we have. Okay, have these two, and we have the Page of Cups. Okay, this feels like the same argument over and over again. Okay, but it's like keep bringing up the past, and this is just an example. It could be if someone made a boo-boo in the past and they were communicating, being flirtatious with someone, and this could have happened at the beginning of the relationship. This could have happened maybe 5 or 10 years ago. Someone keeps bringing it up. Even if you and this person have moved past it, it just keeps being the topic of discussion. As soon as something triggers someone, and it can be in another area of their life, now they want to go back to here. So there may be a little bit of a psychological warfare going on between you and someone that you may be romantically connected to, spiritually connected to, or they could just be a friend, family member, however you want to say it. All right, there could even possibly be some arguments, some back and forth when it pertains to raising children, when it just pertains to co-parenting, or maybe even possibly when it pertains to custody. There's something going on with visitation, like somebody is not showing up for their visitation, or this could represent some of you may be trying to go on some sort of a visit, like you're trying to go on some sort of a journey, and it may be tied to I don't know, some sort of communication or something like that. But I don't necessarily feel like that this trip, if we want to call it that, I don't think it's going to happen. This may be something, it feels like it's being postponed. So mutable signs, you may be going through a time period at this particular point where things are actually being postponed, or it feels that way because you are being pushed out of the loop when it comes to communication. Okay, some of you may work in a call center, real estate, um, or maybe even the law, because I actually am picking up something tied to double jeopardy, which I know is tied to the law. Was that? Is that? Yeah, but yes. So you're trying to get out of that because for you, you may not really be much of a talker. So talking to people, having to constantly have that exchange of energy between you and them is just not working. And some of you, maybe it's aging you. And I know that may seem weird, but maybe it is aging you having to interact with that many people over that long period of time. I mean, I get that. Okay. Because there's different personalities, there's different energy components to that. So I get that. Okay. Now, I also get this energy here where somebody is having their arms folded. Arms folded in a way that a child would because you're not giving them what they want. So that's why I said there's some sort of psychological warfare going on between you and someone, even though you and them may not necessarily be talking. It's almost like you both are trying to figure out who is going to crack first. And it's like, I'm not going to crack first. And then they're probably like, well, I ain't going to crack first either. So we have this very petty type of dynamic going on when it pertains to you and somebody that you're dealing with, even though you guys could be, up there in age. It doesn't matter what age you are. There still is a pettiness going on here when it comes to mutable signs and their connection. And you may be dealing with someone that's younger than you, could be 5 years or less. Or you could be dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Specifically, Aries and Leo Aries and Sagittarius is coming through. However, we can throw in Leo in there as well. Okay, I'm getting something tied to whistling, so somebody's trying to get your attention. But that just goes back to me talking about there's some type of petty dynamic going on where you both are trying to get the other person's attention, but you're not being direct. This does not give me very direct energy. Honestly, it gives me very scaredy cat. Maybe some of you mutable signs, you could be afraid of going up to someone, or you just may be afraid of something. Hence, like I said, scaredy cat energy. Maybe some of you are afraid to walk away. That could be it as well. Because the Page of Cups, we know he's very immature, especially emotionally immature. He overreacts. Sometimes he doesn't even really have a basis for his argument, but he has an argument, apparent according to him. I can see him making up scenarios in his head because he is so filled with things. He is so run on his emotions. And a lot of times the Page of Cups has suffered some sort of significant loss or some sort of drawback that has got him stuck at a particular age. It doesn't matter if on birth certificate he is 34, but energetically in his mind he may be stuck at 17. So some of you may even be like that yourselves, okay? Or you may be dealing with someone like that where it's like, oh my god, it's like I'm dealing with a child, but maybe both of you in a way are kind of being a little bit childish, okay? Because there definitely is some childish energy coming up here. It's like you say it but you don't want to say it. Like, what is that? Like, what's with the beating around the bush? We have the moon, yeah. We have the moon, so we have the energy here of fear. Um somebody could be pestering you as well. Oh, some of you mutable signs, you have been teased, possibly a lot, whenever you were younger. And you still struggle with that, even though you try your best to mask it. You try your best to hide it in plain sight. But that could be something that you could have struggled with. And some of you, unfortunately, you may be dealing with somebody who is teasing you about your hair, teasing you about your weight, or you may have dealt with that in a previous situation. So now you've kind of like boxed yourself in, or you've kind of like created your own, I guess, I don't know, wall, gate, however you want to say it, because you're just still stuck here. And some of you, it could have even possibly been someone that you had a daughter with. It could have been somebody that was your first love. It could have been any of that. I don't know why I'm picking up something tied to a lemonade stand. So some of you, I mean, I don't know if you are doing a lemonade stand. It could be for like your kids or something like that. Or there could be a lemonade stand that you come across and there is something significant about the message on the lemonade stand. It could be angel numbers, it could be anything. They may possibly have a Bible verse, and actually I'm picking up the verse Matthew 3:14. I don't even know what that Bible verse says. Or is Ecclesiastes? Is it? I don't even know if Ecclesiastes has 8 books, but maybe if Ecclesiastes has 8 books and there's something in there, who knows what that's about. But we have the Lovers in reverse. You may be having some regrets over your choice. Oh, this is pretty bad. I mean, it almost feels like somebody has possibly said in anger in some sort of conversation that they wish they never had a child with this particular person. I mean, that's pretty bad. This feels like a connection where it's like whenever you go low, I go straight to hell. Okay. And it and it's just not healthy. And it's not healthy. Hence, I feel like where the moon is here. I can see a little bit of I don't know why I kind of get with this energy. Maybe it's just for you guys' reading. There is a fear of creating boundaries. Okay. Yeah, some of you may have even actually let go of some sort of secret something that you may have had going on love wise, because this person that you may currently be with, they may have convinced you, like, we need to try to make this work. Or some of you, you're not putting yourself out there, even though you are like, without anyone. I don't know what that's about. Maybe you could still be hanging on to hope that you and this person are possibly going to end up getting back together. Maybe. Even though you guys have this petty dynamic going on with one another. Yeah, the Chariot. Yeah, you're not ready to move on yet. So it kind of goes to what I was just saying. Some of you, that's kind of like where you're at. You're single, or you're not really moving forward because it almost feels like you're waiting at the end of the road for someone in particular to show up, to cross your path again. But you and this person are not talking. You both are stuck in your ways. Okay. And some of you, there is some sort of young tenderoni that you find intriguing or you find interesting, or maybe, this person may kind of keep you warm at night and you miss that dynamic, but you're not saying anything. We have the 7 of Wands. Again, one of you is just trying to figure out who is going to crack first. I don't know. We have the 3 of Wands. I was just talking about where some of you, you're not dating like at all. It's like you are either turning down offers, or it could just be Well, yeah, it could just be you're simply just not interested because you're just not done here yet. Scorpio, Cancer is coming through. Gemini, Cancer again. Like I said, Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces is coming through. Seven of Wands. There's some sort of letter that could be coming to you soon as well. It's like somebody wants your input on something, or this could be at work. Your boss or some sort of authority person wants your, yeah, I knew it. I said petty Betty. Here we go. Somebody wants your opinion on something. Five of Pentacles. Oh, some of you guys are maybe in a little bit of a financial bind and like you need help, but you're afraid to like, ask for help because you still wonder, who is really there for you. King of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups. Some of you really thought that this person was the one, but again, I think you're still hanging on to that hope a little bit. It's like you hope you wake up one day and this person comes back and they're all changed, they're all clean, or some of you guys are hoping on this when it pertains to your current connection. And I hate to say it, mutable signs, I think, this is just my opinion. I think you may be in a relationship with somebody and you guys were enemies in the past life. And it's no wonder why this situation is not working out. So, yeah, damn, Tower. So, you really need to figure this out. Don't forget to pay your light bill because some of you guys are about to forget and they're going to shut it off. So, be careful about that. But mutable signs, this has been your reading. I hope it helped and see you later.